Hi there, my name is Bobbie Van Battenberg. I'm excited to be here with you today to share the storyboards for my latest project, Abject Nonsense. I'll be sharing two different storyboards with you today, the first as an example of what episode content should look like, and the second as an example of what the pilot episode could look like. A significant difference exists between them because of the fundamental concept of community collaboration that is a driving force behind this project. Every episode of Abject Nonsense follows the format shown here. We'll use this list throughout this presentation to help keep tabs on where we are in our episode. First, I'm going to show you the generic storyboard. While this view provides less visual input than the pilot storyboard, it emphasizes our focus on being a collaborative project. Our introduction for each episode begins at the bus stop. This concept is based on an improv comedy skit with two players. The first player is seated and a second player arrives, and the scene unfolds in hilarious ways. Because Abject Nonsense integrates viewer input, the location of this bus stop could change depending on what our collaborators decide. The main recipe behind this scene is that one character who is at the bus stop interacts with a second character. Collaborators will decide where this bus stop is, who is there, and what happens when they meet. Bus stop is seen in two parts. We see the first half at the beginning, and we'll see the resolution to the story at the end of our episode. Now that we're through our bus stop intro, we have a brief Abject Nonsense branding moment, just so we all know where we are. And then we're here for our first story. The goal is that our stories would be sourced from our creative community, working with each other collaboratively. Creative collaborators that submit their work will be tagged in all social media promoting that episode, and if the channel becomes profitable, creators would be monetarily compensated for their contributions. We interrupt this abject nonsense for more nonsense, this time a commercial break advertising the most ridiculous ideas that our community can imagine. We follow that with a brief branding break, and then we move to our second community co-created story. After that, we come back to the bus stop. We have a ridiculous call for collaboration, and then the credits, where we thank everyone involved and hide some Easter eggs that can unlock bonus materials on the web. Because the deadline for the pilot episode is so close, it is not realistic to wait for community involvement to decide the fate of the episode. As such, all the content for the pilot is created by me just to get the ball rolling. This is not the ideal situation and is the opposite of our mission. While it's totally great if one person creates one story all on their own, we would never want to see the entire episode created by a single creator. So here for our inaugural trip to the bus stop, we see our scene unfold as one of our characters gets off the bus in a rage. The other character is a little worried, but decides to try and help the guy out. We see that our scene ends with the bus pulling up to the stop, obscuring our view, and then revealing that our angry character is sitting alone in the bus stop. We'll see him again in a few minutes. Take our little moment of branding. Here we are for our second story, Cold Feet. This is the tale of two penguins in love, preparing for a lifetime together. The wedding is tomorrow. Sadly, disaster strikes at the bachelor party, but our girl does her best to move on and make sure the honeymoon trip doesn't go to waste. And now, a word from our sponsors. Here we have a high-end perfume commercial, making a luxurious aromatic experience available to everyone. Just a quick logo boop to remind us where we are, and then we have story number 2. Good Boy. It's about a dog left to his own devices for 30 minutes. And the cat, just trying to help him out. Now we'll finish up right where we started, at the bus stop. Looks like our guy got calmed back down just in time for a newcomer to stir things up. And we're going to drum up our community collaboration and finish it up with the credits and that bonus material. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're as excited as I am for Abject Nonsense to launch.